one of the things that strikes Christians as strange is that I argue that Judaism and Christianity both develop around the same time. And the question here is, and this is after 70 AD, after the destruction of the temple, in Jerusalem, the Jewish revolt is crushed by the Romans, and they both develop. Now, why is that? Because obviously there were Jews beforehand. We've got the Old Testament. I'm not saying there weren't Jews around, and I'm not saying that there wasn't the Jewish tradition, but Judaism as we know it, and let's be very careful here. You had, before 70 AD, you had Hebrew religion. You had the religion of the temple, which was fundamentally different to what develops after the destruction of the temple. There's a total rethink in the Jewish community about what Judaism means, what it means to be a Jew. What does it mean to be a Jew when you can no longer go to the temple? When you can no longer even live in Jerusalem because you've been booted out by the Romans. So the Jews have got to rethink what their religion is about and how it's constructed. And this is the great age of the writing of the Talmud and the Talmudic scholarship. And so you have a period of a couple of hundred years when Judaism reformulates itself, and you have new centers of Judaism. And gradually, we get what we now recognize as Judaism, which lasts down to through the classical period and then down to the early modern period. So Judaism is different from the temple religion because there's no longer sacrifices. I mean, in the Old Testament, you had sacrifices. You had the temple where people could sacrifice. That's all gone. You've now got the synagogue. And the religion is fundamentally changed. The emphasis in the religion has changed. And so I think one's got to recognize this, because so often Christians read the Bible and they then meet someone who's Jewish and they think that a Jewish person is going to be practicing something like the religion of the Old Testament. Well, it is something like it, but it's not the same by any means. It's a very different and highly developed religion, highly sophisticated religion, which has moved a long way from simply reading Bible stories. If you read the Bible, you don't really know what Jews believe, because you've got to read Jewish interpretations of the Bible. You've got to know how the Talmud interprets the Bible. And that's what Judaism is. It's the religion of the rabbis, and we need to study that.